Merry Christmas! A Christmas video. Ooh. Got my Santa hat on at a jaunty angle because that's what you do at Christmas. And I've got my last year's Christmas jumper that I've not actually worn since last year. But anyway, what a lovely day. I hope this isn't too dark because it's 3:15 and it's just glue. It's horrible. Just look out the window. It's Monday today, 2 days before Christmas, and it's decidedly unfestive. It's a bit of a strange angle. This, you might have noticed, a bit of a strange angle. Not quite the same as my other one because I'm actually I'm actually on a blow-up bed. Blow-up bed because we've got a house full of people, and hence there's been a bit of shuffling around people, and someone's got to sleep here. I'm not sleeping here. I'm sleeping in my own bed, but someone's got to sleep here. So there you go. Yeah. Santa's not come through again. Couldn't come through with the goods. He's off doing whatever. Fuck him. Can't be asked. Not even any signed photos like last year. I feel like sitting on this bed. I feel like I'm not in Babe Station. Not that I ever watch Babe Station or ever have watched Babe Station. It's just something I'm sort of vaguely aware of. Yeah, this is just sort of a video to say Merry Christmas, because I was actually going to do it before I blew the bed up, because it's one of them beds. It's quite a good blow up bed actually. It's really comfortable. I've never actually slept on it myself, but it is sort of it's comfortable. I could easily fall asleep on it, and that's quite normally I have to have a bed to fall asleep in. I can't fall asleep anywhere other than bed, but I think this could just about do the job. The only problem is because it's inflatable, and like your head and your feet for some reason are heavy, and all the air sort of collects in the middle, so your sort of midriff is pushed upwards, so you're sort of sleeping like sleeping in a weird position. But no, it's comfortable. Because this jumper's really boiling hot. Now this is really to say Merry Christmas, because I had planned on doing this earlier, and then because I wanted to do it before I had to blow up this bed before everybody arrived. But as it is, I thought, no, I'll blow the bed up and I'll incorporate it into the video. And I'm just talking. This is a really aimless video, other than I'm going to have to pad it out. I was going to incorporate a few other things. There's no pickups. No, that's after Christmas. I've got some. I know. I've got what I've got coming as a present as well, because I had to buy it myself because I couldn't actually afford it. And I had to get my mum to pay for it, and she's gonna pretend that I've never seen it, and I've never seen it. I haven't actually tested it, which I have, and I'm gonna have to feign sort of surprise, but. That's on its way, but I'll leave that to after Christmas, It's blue lights. Who thought of blue lights for Christmas? They're not. I don't know. Blue doesn't really just go with Christmas, does it? I think everybody's got all their presents. It's the one overriding feeling I have of this time of year. This probably mainly the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas. It's like It feels like one long trudge through the streets, looking for Christmas presents for people, and like summarily failing, and then you go out early, and then all of a sudden the light's failing on you. And you go, it's nearly the end of the day, and you got in your head that it's sort of like 5:30 and all the shops are closing, but no, it's actually 2:30. You've got plenty of time, but that's weirdly Christmassy. It's sort of slightly depressing at the same time. that sort of feeling of sort of desperation of just trudging through the streets like a hobo. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I just sort of wanted to sit down and make a video, so I'm just talking. I'm so shit at these videos. I mean, but some people can just sit and talk. I need some sort of definite aim, otherwise I just don't know. I've got my nan for Christmas. I'm not eating her. I'm not eating her instead of turkey. But she's 93. I think she's 93. I think she's 93. She's got all her marbles, but she's I don't know. She's just a miserable old boot. Christmas. Let's put it this way: Christmas Day could go one of two ways. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it goes the right way. But anyway, yeah, I had a story. This is a bit of a dicey story actually. It's going to take some telling because it's a little bit sensitive. I was. It's nothing to do with Christmas. It's just a general story that I thought was quite funny. In a sort of, you know. I was out last week. I was in Camden, and I was in CX, and I was just generally browsing. I was looking through the shelves, and I could hear this kid at the counter talking to the guy behind the counter, and the guy was saying, this kid obviously wanted to buy something, wanted to buy a game. The guy was going, you can have it, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to see some ID from you. And the kid obviously didn't have any ID. And then the guy goes, yeah, you can get like someone to buy it for you, but it has to be a family member as well. So obviously this kid wanted a game that he's really sort of desperate for, but he was on his own, and he didn't look obviously the requisite age for whatever game this was. And so I felt quite sorry for him, because I think we've all been there, haven't we? Before you're of age, before you look of age, you know, before you start sort of getting like bum fluff on your chin and stuff. But I felt sorry for him, but I think he sort of left crestfallen after that. But it really sort of brought back memories of being in similar situations, of not quite being old enough to do what you want to do, and not really having ID. And then I remember actually the worst one was when we tried to get and see Eric the Viking at the cinema. He was only a 12. My mate Adam, he was 12. We were 12. He looked really young. He was a little bloke. None of us were let in because we were with him, and he didn't look 12. But no, but this kid, he left sort of crestfallen, and you know, I felt sorry for him, but you know, he'll get his day eventually. He'll become of age, and he'll be able to come back and buy whatever games he likes. But we just have to wait, don't we? But I left. I did everything I wanted to do, but then I left, and he was waiting outside, and he came up to me. He'd been loitering outside. He came up to me and he goes, "Excuse me, mate. I really want a game, but they don't think I look 15. Could you go and buy it for me? We could tell them that you're my uncle." And this is where the sort of the crux of the situation lies. It's a little bit sensitive. I feel quite uncomfortable talking about it, but he goes, "Yeah, we can tell them you're my uncle," and I'm sort of, yeah, big up for the kid for not seeing the one major flaw in his plan. I mean, I saw it straight away, but that's because I'm some cynical old bastard who, you know, thinks he knows everything, and but this kid's sort of naivety, you know, sort of shone through, and I thought, yeah, I had total respect for this kid, but at the same time, I didn't actually tell him why I refused. And we could have made it work, but it just this particular detail, which I will get to. I'm just skirting around it because I will get to it. this particular detail would have made this whole ruse a little bit dicier than it already was. Let's just put it this way. I'll get to it. Let's just put it this way. This kid was he was of Afro-Caribbean origin, descent, so to speak. And when he said, "Oh yeah, we could tell him you're my uncle," and I just laughed in his face. I felt quite sorry for him, but I didn't want to actually just say, "Look, sorry mate, there's one sort of definite detail why they might not believe us." I mean, there's no actually. I only thought about it afterwards. And I think actually there's no reason why I couldn't be his uncle, but he's, like my sister might have married his dad, and they could have had him, but I laughed. I laughed in his face. I felt quite embarrassed, but I felt quite sorry for him. But at that same time, I had respect for him for having this sort of naive, sort of unworldly approach to the world, and not being this cynical old miserable bastard like me who sees sort of why things won't work, whereas he had this sort of totally young, naive, optimistic sort of viewpoint on this, But this is another thing really. I've been in those situations before. You're a bit older, and then you have kids coming up to you and go, "Excuse me, can you buy me some cigarettes, please?" And I always fail the cool test in those situations. I always say, sorry, no. I always fail miserably. That's my gut reaction as well. So obviously that's how I naturally feel. And it's only afterwards I think maybe maybe I should have been a bit cooler. I could have been like. That's not to say I will undoubtedly be the cool uncle to my nieces. I will be the cool uncle, but when it comes to random kids in the street asking me to buy them cigarettes or video games, I generally play by sort of really solidly by the book, and then it boils down to me laughing in this kid's face because I couldn't point out the flaw in the plan. But anyway, the little viewfinder on Movie Maker looks really gloomy, but I'm trying to sit as close to the window as possible. But anyway, I hope this video's been worth watching. Actually, I just feel like I've been sitting here talking rubbish. And I have promised a few people a few videos which I've not got round to. I was going to try and incorporate them into this, but I think that it would already made it a bit more complicated. This is more sort of like a pure Christmas video, apart from the story I just told about me and the kid in CX. But horrible day. It's a horrible day. It doesn't feel Christmassy at all. I have actually been feeling more Christmassy than I normally do. I've been humming, for some reason, like Christmas songs. I keep humming Elton John. Was it Step Into Christmas, isn't it? That one. Now you're going to be humming it. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good Christmas. And a Happy New Year. Apparently I've heard it might snow. That'd be nice. Not sure I've ever had actually a proper white Christmas. Just one of these technical white Christmases that aren't actually white Christmases. They're just one snowflake falls on the weather centre on Christmas Day, which doesn't really count, does it? But yeah, this is a nice jolly video, jolly Christmas video. No, I hope everyone has a good Christmas. Ho ho. Gets everything they want. Eats a lot, eats too much, gets really drunk, apart from the ones who aren't old enough. There's my responsible side coming through again, We all have to start sometime, don't we? I just want to be a bit more, I wish I was a bit more naturally rock and roll, and irresponsible. But no, I'll let you go. I've just come up to 15 minutes, I'll let you go. Merry Christmas. have a good one. Have good news, and I'll see you. I might make, yeah, I probably will make a video between now and New Year's Eve actually. Shame on what I got for Christmas. It won't be much. I think I've sort of had a lot of my Christmas presents already. Sort of technically I have anyway, but I can't actually get to them, so to speak. But yeah. Oh bollocks! That's what I was going to do. I was going to show you my big subwoofer. The big black plastic cube, sort of like that. It looks. I've realised it looks exactly like something that might come to life in Doctor Who, and then like walk around your house in the middle of the night, and then like read your thoughts. That's exactly what it looks like, or something that might be found in the Death Star scuttling around. It's a big shiny black box that produces a sort of ominous bassy tones. But anyway, yeah, I'll let you go. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I don't know why I did that. Bye.